Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to make the following statement on behalf of my government with regard to the presentation by Mrs. Gamba of her third report on the regime's activities in Syria. The conclusions contained in the report were totally based on statements made by witnesses presented by the terrorist armed groups or their incubator environment. Therefore, these conclusions lack any physical evidence, whether by samples or attested medical reports, that chlorine was used. So we don't have any physical evidence that the chlorine was used. Based on these facts, the conclusions reached by the regime report cannot be considered corroborating proofs. The Syrian government strongly believes in the necessity of more continued, elaborated studies for those incidents, meaning the three cases, or the two cases contained in the report, until reaching solid facts. On its part, the Syrian government will continue studying the presented inputs from the regime in order to reach solid evidences and conclusions and incidents causes as well. So we will continue our national investigation of all these incidents. The Syrian government stresses that it will exert all efforts in the context of its national legal procedures to follow up on this issue in order to uncover the truth, meaning that we are keen interest in knowing the truth, not assumptions, but facts. We need to know, genuinely speaking, the truth, without any politicization, without any manipulation of these incidents for political purposes. Yes.
سؤال بالعربي. شكرا سعادة السفير. بالنسبة لهذا التقرير أنه يتهم الحكومة السورية بشكل واضح بأن هناك حالتين باستخدام أسلحة كيميائية لا سيما غاز الكلور، ويتحدث التقرير عن 8 حالات استخدمت فيها طائرات الهليكوبتر في إنزال براميل تحمل الكلور. ما هو ردكم على هذه الادعاءات؟
سأقرأ بداية على مسامعك الموقف الرسمي ومن ثم سأجيب على بعض التفاصيل. بعد الاطلاع على محتويات التقرير الثالث لآلية التحقيق المشتركة، تبين لنا بأن الاستنتاجات الواردة فيه لم تكن مقنعة، لأنها مبنية بصورة مطلقة على أقوال الشهود المقدمين من الجماعات الإرهابية المسلحة أو من البيئة الحاضنة لها. إذا عدت إلى التقرير ستجد أن التقرير يضع الحكومة السورية في جانب وحدها، يعني وجهة نظر الحكومة السورية في جانب وحدها، وعلى الجانب الآخر 50 جهة أخرى 17 منظمة غير حكومية كلها تعمل مع الحكومات المناهضة للحكومة السورية، تركيا، السعودية، قطر، فرنسا، أمريكا إلى آخره. الحكومات الداعمة للإرهاب نفسها التي عددتها غير الNGOs، يعني غير المنظمات غير الحكومية 17، في عندك حوالي 17 دولة حكومة تناهض بلاد العداء أيضا هي معتبرينها شهود، زائد ما يسمى بالشهود من المجموعات الإرهابية نفسها الموجودة على الأرض. فعندك 50 مصدر معادي للحكومة السورية، وكلها طبعا مصادر مشبوهة لأنها تناهض الحكومة السورية أساسا وترعى هذا الإرهاب فوق الأرض السورية من جهة 50، ومن جهة أخرى عندك فقط صوت الحكومة السورية. هذا هو المقصود الجملة اللي قرأتها. وبعد قراءتنا الدقيقة للتقرير لاحظنا أنه لم يثبت في أي فقرة منه بدليل مادي سواء بالعينات أو بالتقارير الطبية الموثقة بأن الكلور قد استخدم. لا يوجد أي دليل مادي. كما قلت هناك ادعاءات وشهادات زور حول هذا الموضوع. ونظرا لعدم وجود أدلة مادية موثقة فإن حكومة الجمهورية العربية السورية تعتقد بضرورة متابعة الدراسات المستفيضة لهذه الحوادث والأدلة المتوفرة والتوسع في التحقيقات. وتبدي الحكومة رغبتها بمتابعة التعاون مع آلية التحقيق المشتركة للوصول إلى الحقائق الدامغة. وستتابع سوريا من طرفها دراسة المعطيات المقدمة من قبل الآلية بهدف الوصول إلى حقيقة ومسببات الحوادث المذكورة. إضافة إلى ذلك فإننا نؤكد أن الجمهورية العربية السورية وفي ضوء إجراءاتها القانونية ستبذل كل جهد وطني ممكن لمتابعة هذا الموضوع بهدف الوصول إلى الحقيقة.
Ambassador, thank you. 3 years ago, after the Eastern Ghouta incident, there was, in the West, there was a lot of talk about the red line that would probably, they will use some military force against Syria. Do you think that this report and also some allegations that we hear that Syria actually did not disclose all of its weapons means that there are attempts to push the situation in Syria back to this red line? And also, what is your thoughts on what implications this will have for the talks, peace talks in Geneva? Thank you.
This issue, as you know, has been murky and disputed from the beginning. Many foreign governments hostile to the Syrian government kept fishing in the murky waters since the beginning of this issue, including, of course, the American administration, when they spoke about, when they drew a red line, if you remember, as you said. The red line actually that Washington drew at that time revealed to be inaccurate because it was based on baseless information and unfounded information. And you may remember that immediately after the first attack by using chemical toxic gas in the town of Khan al-Asal, in the countryside of Aleppo, I rushed on behalf of my government to the office of the Secretary General, asking him to assist us to A, verify whether the toxic gas was used in Khan al-Asal or not, B, to identify the perpetrators. He asked me to give him some time so that he would consult with the influential ambassadors in this organization. You know who they are. After consulting with them, he got back to me a couple hours later saying, Mr. Ambassador, please inform your government that I will assist you in proving whether the toxic gas was used or not, but I will not be able to help you in identifying the perpetrators. So from the day one, somebody in this organization, in this Security Council, who knew already who did it, who used the toxic gas in Khan al-Asal, was not able, neither willing, to allow any genuine investigation to identify the perpetrators. Later on, Seymour Hersh and others revealed important information with this regard when we all got to the conclusion that foreign governments were behind the delivery of this toxic gas to the terrorists operating in the suburbs of Aleppo. Nowadays we have names and we have dates and we know what happened. We have French books accusing the former French Minister of Foreign Affairs of being involved into this incident, as well as in the incidents of the use of toxic gas in the suburbs of Damascus, Al-Ghouta. We know that a guy, a Syrian terrorist who was operating for the Turkish intelligence, whose name is Haytham al-Qassab, carried on 2 liters of sarin from Libya on board of civilian airlines, which landed in Istanbul, and then he carried with the other individuals working with him the 2 liters of sarin to Ghazi Antab, where they tested part of it on the rabbits, and you know the story. This terrorist was arrested after the incident was revealed and became public. He was arrested for a couple of days, and then he was released by order from President Erdogan. And the guy is still free in Turkey, although he carried 2 liters of sarin. Sarin, not chlorine. Chlorine, you can buy it from any supermarket here. They use chlorine for cleaning the clothing, and you know that. In any laundry you will find chlorine. But sarin, the guy carried 2 liters of sarin. This is my first remark. The second remark, since the JIM started its activities, and we cooperated with the JIM, and we will continue cooperating because we are keen interest, as I said, in knowing the truth. Since JIM started its activities in Syria, I have sent 17 complaints to the members of the Security Council, as well as to the JIM, asking them to investigate the use of gas, toxic gas, in Syria in 17 different cases. I was always confronted with this unjustifiable answer. Mr. Ambassador, these incidents cannot be dealt with accordingly by us because they are not covered with our mandate. So if the terrorists tomorrow launch or drop a biological weapon or a nuclear weapon, that will not be covered by the JIM activities. Go to help Syrian people. We will exterminate you. But you know what? This is not part of our mandate. There are many lacking evidences, lacking political will, let me say, in the fulfillment of the JIM's mandate. Of course, I am not complaining against the JIM itself. I'm complaining about those who drew the procedures and rules of the JIM and limited its move. Of course, we have other alarming information with this regard. I have forwarded over 100 letters containing all kinds of information, relevant information, regarding the use of toxic gas in my country. And the hypocrisy of some members in this Security Council is that they just need not only one case to blame the Syrian government, they need only a quarter of a case, a fifth of the case, in order to mobilize the media and the Security Council against my government and my country. It is really unfortunate to see people, influential people in the Security Council, manipulating this important organization for the purpose of undermining sovereignty of member states. They did it in Iraq, they did it in Libya, they did it elsewhere, they did it in Africa many times, they did it elsewhere, even outside of Africa and the Middle East, and it is really a pitiful situation because it seems that they still have the appetite to undermine the international law elsewhere. Thank you so much.
Excuse me. One last question. What is your view on the part